But master this rap shit. You hear the words coming from my lips, bastards. I never crack, I got that chapstick. I practice to that shit made perfect and serve it to the people on a silver platter. Now where's the ladder? Cause either you gon' whine or you climb, I chose the ladder. Know you haters is pissed, hold your bladder though. Before you get tossed like a forward lateral. We never tattle, let God handle that. Or let the mob handle that. No soprano, half black, half white. I'm a piano, I'm an animal. My video on Discovery Channel, I'm a beast. When my shit hit the streets, these niggas cease to exist. Like a beach in a tsunami, you'll find me in the Ville, in the state of NC. Bitch, if I ain't back home, I'm up in NYC. Bout that money probably, like a fucking robbery, but I ain't jacking. I'm chasing dreams, sorta like jeans, boy, I ain't slacking. I'm chasing dreams, sorta like jeans, boy, I ain't slacking. Hey, take a hard look at my drive, nigga, no hacking on my shit. I straight smacking niggas, straight tagging niggas. Y'all freestyling, fuck y'all niggas, y'all be wildin' and I'm out.
Hey, welcome to the weekly podcast of Walking This Way, Impact Voice Podcast. We are currently broadcast from the Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas metropolitan area. Our guest for today is Mr. U, an author, public speaker, and influencer who is currently on tour across Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas to promote his new book, Innocence Taken. Now available on Amazon. Let us extend our warm welcome to Mr. U. Mr. U, thank you, sir, for taking time out your productive schedule. I know you're a very productive man. On tour with your book, doing a lot of speaking engagements. You name it, you've been on the road and you've been hitting the pavement ever since then. So I thank you, sir, taking me once again out your productive schedule, how everything been going with you. And I know, like I said, you're a very productive man these days.
Man, Furman, first of all, man, I want to thank you again for the opportunity to be on the show. I know I've been on here a few times in so many different impactful ways, and I'm just blessed to be breathing and above the soil to be able to share my good works again on this platform. So, man, I can't complain at all. I'm extremely blessed. I'm extremely excited about everything that God is doing in my life, all of the downloads and the revealing that he's doing with the different transitions in my life, man. I'm just so excited to share it with others and just be a blessing wherever I can be, to continue to be that beacon and continue to be that light that others can find inspiration in. I'm the furthest thing away from being this all around this perfect person, but I've come to find out that God is focusing on the things that we're doing right, the things that we're doing to advance and build the kingdom. So I'm glad to just be in that number, brother. Of all the things that I've been through in my life, just being able to witness the goodness of our Heavenly Father continue to use me and continue to allow me to be a vessel that others may find healing and find deliverance and wherever they are in their journey. So I'm glad, man. Furman, it's always good to be on here, bro, and see you and hear your voice and just see the progress that you've made throughout the years. it's just a blessing to be connected to other genuine and just hardworking people. So thank you again, man. I'm glad to be here.
Hey, I appreciate you. Like I said, I know you being productive, always been productive, even more productive as you take on this new venture in your life, the new journey of writing a book. You're a Vichy author, of course. You have a new book out called Innocence Taken. Matter of fact,
Yes.
I can see it in the background right there. So y'all talk more about it. It's also available on Amazon, and we'll talk more about the book. But for those who don't know, technically, me and Miss U actually from the same state. If those who
Oh
didn't
my
know,
God! Like, how can I
yeah,
forget?
he is from
Right.
Alabama. I'm from Alabama, but we're actually 2 hours away. I'm originally from Mobile. He originally from Montgomery. So for
Yes.
those who didn't know that, we're actually from the same states. I just want to throw that
That's,
out there
we are.
as
We
well.
actually are. That's
So,
facts. Yeah.
but I know you had a journey. I know you from Alabama, from Montgomery. I know you went to Michigan, Texas, but we know that you went through some things too, and that's why you wrote that book, Innocence
Absolutely.
Taken. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Why now? Why? Why this book? Why tell your story
That I mean, perfect. That could be that question is perfect and it's right on time. Why now? A lot of people that has followed my journey, and it's amazing to see all of this unfold because a lot of my, people I went to school with, a lot of people who I grew up with back home in Alabama, they still follow me to this day and on Facebook and on social media. So they have seen the journey. They've seen me, grow up in Alabama. They've seen me in foster care. They've seen me in different children homes. They've seen me leave Alabama, make that leap of faith. They've seen my journey in the fashion industry up north in Detroit, living in New York for a few months, visiting Canada, going to Chicago, doing all of this traveling. And they also seen me transition down here to Texas. And they've seen me have an opportunity to continue the advancement of my ministry and my kingdom building and just my journeys and my leaps of faith and all of this. They've been enduring and following me, so they know. So to answer your question, why now? The Heavenly Father told me it's time now. He's built me. He's built me this amazing stage. And what I mean by stage is, I mean the journey. I've had to endure a lot of things, not just the jumping and the walking by faith, but just certain relationships and having to experience certain no's and just him just testing me, seeing how strong my faith was, and realizing that everything that I went through from the foster care, from the fashion industry career, from him building these personal development things that I had to go through, right? Now I realize I had to go through them to obtain this voice, to obtain this position, to obtain this level of influence where people even listen to me. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people in the world, so many people doing things. You got all of this stuff in the media. You got people's attention being grabbed by so many things easily, right? So it's
Right.
like, who cares about what you're talking about? Who cares about what you're doing, right? Unless you have this influence, or unless they can see this track record of successes that you've had, right? So now people are tuned in. So God wants to make sure that he gets the glory by the masses, right? So I had this amazing, glorious revelation and sit down with the big man himself. And he told me, he said, it's time. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you ready? And I'm like, yes, I'm ready. You built me for this, right? So it wasn't just the book, man. Like, from you've seen it, man. Like, even just the first couple of months of this year, like, I was on stages back to back, hosting events back to back, speaking at events back to back. And I just feel like it was just God just confirming what he said to me, like, yes, now it's time. So it was just doors opening that I had no control of it, right? So I'm just, he just telling me like, look, just show up and I'll do the rest. Just show up and I'll speak to you. Just show up and I'll do the rest. So that has really just been my mission. Just it ain't even really been a mission, just showing up. It's just really just been an, uh, a joyous ride. Like I've been enjoying the ride just like you guys have. Like I'm inside of this body looking out, enjoying the manifestations myself, because even like a lot of this stuff, yes, I did like pray for it. A lot of this stuff I did like focus on. A lot of this stuff I did set goals, but a lot of it, man, it's just God doing his part. You know what I'm saying? So it's just amazing to me to do events and see so many people show up. So that's just a blessing. And I'm glad now. I'm 39 years old. I'm not getting any younger. And I feel like now I understand spiritually, mentally, emotionally what my calling is, what my purpose is. I thought it was the fashion stuff, Furman. I thought it was me pursuing this fashion industry, me doing all these shows, working with celebrities and artists in the industry and doing photo shoots and fashion shows. I thought that was my thing, but it was really just God still grooming me and developing me for this position, this ultimate position that he wants me in. So now I feel more confident and I can walk more boldly into my calling, because he's taking me through things to condition me in that arena, where now that I'm in it, sometimes, yes, it's still surprising. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I still get nervous, but when I'm able to release and remove myself from whatever the situation is and allow him to take over, he quickly confirms and reminds me, I've made you for this, right?
All right.
All the way down to the fingerprint, all the way down to the way I walk, all the way down to the way I smile, all the way down to the way I roll over in the morning and jump up out of the bed. He's groomed me and he's made me for this now. So I'm excited to be in the now. I'm excited to be in the present, right? And I think a lot of times we get so overwhelmed with our past, or we get overwhelmed with the things that we have coming up. But I think if we learn to focus and be in the present and be in the now, you will be able to realize just how blessed you are. So I'm excited, man.
Man, that's what's up. And just thinking about it, and I listen to you talk. I know everybody know you as Mr. U. They see
Yes,
you with the suits, they see you with the glasses, they see you out and about. But with Innocence Taken, does this reflect more of Rodriguez than Mr.
absolutely.
U?
Absolutely. And that's one of the things that my co-author, shout out to Stephanie. Stephanie was amazing throughout this entire process. And I even think that she came into my life for a purpose, right? When I met her and the whole idea of us collaborating on this project, Stephanie had been through some things in her childhood. And of course I did as well. So we decided to come together and collaborate on this to be of impact, right? We didn't come to shame anybody. We didn't come to point fingers at anybody. We didn't come to belittle anybody. That's not our heart at all. But our story is our story, right? So we decided to come together and collaborate because we come to find out Stephanie is an amazing consultant, and so am I. We meet with a lot of different business professionals. We're in a lot of different rooms. So we hear a lot of the conversations, and a lot of the conversation is a lot of people have not dealt with their childhood trauma, right? That's a
Right.
main key that's holding a lot of people back from becoming their definite being, or reaching their ultimate goal, is they haven't faced, or they haven't they haven't you know they haven't faced those things.
Right.
They think they can overlap them, or
Mm-hmm.
they think they can do like I did. I felt like I can cover up my trauma with work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
that's why I went so hard. But at the same time, that's how I became so successful in the fashion industry, is because while in foster care, bro, I hated it. I didn't want that reality a part of my life. I was like, why is this happening to me? Why is this my story? Why am I not normal? Right. So when I found what I thought was my purpose or something I was passionate about, I'm still passionate about the fashion industry, but it wasn't my ultimate definite purpose, right? It was something that God allowed. God knows your desires. He knows your heart, so He'll allow you to achieve those things. And He carried me through those things. He allowed me to make it through those things, but that wasn't my ultimate purpose. So in this book, Stephanie and I decided, and this was Stephanie's first time too, as well, because she's written other books. But this is our first. This was her first time writing in first person,
Dang,
right?
that's tough.
So we talked about us. It wasn't no characters. It wasn't no second or third person. It was first person, and it was even a breakout for her, because for me to be able to motivate and inspire her to do that, it spoke volumes. And I looked at it like, hey, that could have been the whole purpose of this whole thing, to possibly help her find healing or help her find deliverance in some way of another. But that's exactly what it was for me, Furman. And I didn't even really realize how much healing that I would get from writing, right?
Right.
And revisiting those moments that hurt me the most, right? And it's crazy how at this age of 39, I still can remember those things way back when I was 6, 7, 8 years old. It's crazy how God would preserve your mind even for His purpose, right?
Mhm.
So, and then just realizing a lot of that stuff that I went through wasn't just for me. For a long time as a kid, I thought that those things were happening to me, right?
Mhm.
But as an adult, I realized those things was happening for me. So now I've been able to impact and stand in rooms with so much confidence and be vulnerable, and realizing that it's somebody in that audience that needs to hear my story.
Yeah, most definitely.
Right. So yeah, we decided to talk in first person. So you guys would definitely get more of Rondregus Underwood in this writing for sure.
Man, that's what's up. And I got a question to you in the comment section on the YouTube side. Big shout out to my sister that's watching. She said, how long did it take you to start writing your book? That's the first question. So the first question, how long did it take you to start writing your book?
Oh man, it took me years.
Mhm.
I ain't gonna lie, it took me years, y'all. I think it was something that I kind of ran from a little while, because a lot of the people that grew up with me, um, it's crazy how some people can see things in over your life before you do. I know you can attest to that, Furman. Like
Mhm.
sometimes people just see stuff in you that you don't even see yet for some reason, and I was hearing that for years. Like, Mr. You should write a book. Like you need to write a book, man. And this was coming from people that I know that was genuine in their telling me this, right? But my thing was, for all those years, Furman, my thing was, man, it's like I don't even know where to start. Like, where do I start
Mhm.
with this story? And shout out to amazing author coach, Marquise Diamond.
Oh yeah, eat a
Yeah,
man, eat a
Marquise
man.
came to town, and him and I somehow connected. I can't remember. We connected on social media or Facebook or somewhere, or at an event or something. And Marquise came to me. He was like, "Mr. You, man, you are." And he said, "Man, he said you're a powerful person. He said you're in perfect position. I want to work with you on writing a book." And I'm like, "Oh my God, this got to be heaven sent," because my whole thing has been like, where do I start? It's like I was having writer's block before I even started, right? So Marquise came about, man, and he just gave me this whole diagram, this whole chart on the early life, the the teenage years, the my early adult years, and the whole after part. So once he was able to sit me down and ask me some of those ask me some really serious, thoughtful leading questions, I was like, okay, cool. And from that, so I heard from God, and He was telling me, okay. And that was before Stephanie. That was before I even met Stephanie, right?
Okay, okay.
So yeah, so Stephanie, I met Stephanie later down after I had this diagram in my mind of because I was already working on a book. That's what a lot of people not even grasp it. I was working on my memoir, right? And that was before Stephanie came along. But when Stephanie came along, it was like, Mr. Yu, I want to, we should collab on a book. After she heard my story, God gave me this whole vision for both projects. He was like, okay, so the book with Stephanie is going to be a shorter book, but it's going to be impactful. You're going to write about where you remember your innocence being taken as a child. And that was, for me, witnessing my parents separate,
Yeah.
right? That's when it all started for me, right? And I went in description, I think really well from the feedback that I've been getting, that I went in description really well, just enough, right?
Right.
In the book to draw those pictures and those images and those moments that it happened for me. So with putting that part in the book in Innocence Taken, it opened up the beginning, right, for me. So the memoir that I was already working on, it actually is the memoir is actually a continuance of from Innocence Taken. Innocence Taken just talked about where it began for me, but the memoir is going to be more in detail of, the school days, the actual foster home experiences, the children home experiences, like more into detail in the longevity of the journey. So it's going to be a much bigger book. So, and I love it being that way because I don't want to overwhelm anybody with just my situation and just talking about me, right? That's not what I want to do. I want to, like I said, be of impact and be of inspiration, and to use my pain for purpose. Use my pain to heal others. Use
Mhm.
my pain to show other people, like, yes, you can make it out of whatever your traumas are, but you have to face them, right? And I think with that, we are able to be and find healing. We are able to be healed, and and I mean that's just a way. I'm not saying that that's going to be this ultimately this
Right.
avenue of healing for the world. But I think if we all just you know stepped out in a bold sense and not being afraid to go through the hard stuff.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? I think that's what
right.
a lot of it is, and I talk about this in a lot of my speeches. I think for the most part, a lot of us don't like the hard stuff. We don't like the stuff that hurt because it doesn't feel good,
Mhm.
right? And we don't like to revisit
Yeah.
those moments because in our mind, in our subconscious, those don't feel good. We don't want to remember that, right? But in a way, I feel like we should. I feel like we should be able to confront those or be able to face them and and stare them right in the face and be like, look, I am no longer bound by your chains of fear, your chains of your of just beating myself up about my past, or just harnessing these negative thoughts on myself of who I let down or who let me down, or the negative stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because all of that does is just bring on more negative stuff, and it hinders us from moving forward. So if that's what I want to be. I just want to be a vessel or be a stepping stone to help somebody move forward. So, yeah, man, it's not an easy thing though. Being vulnerable and putting yourself out there is not an easy thing. And I think I've somehow managed to gain this spotlight with a lot of my peers. Like they've seen a lot of stuff I've done, and I get a lot of congratulations. I get a lot of enactment and engagement on my social medias. I'm so grateful for everybody that support me. But at the same time, I think a lot of people see me in this light, and I'm recognizing, I'm conscious of it. But my thing is as an influencer, as an author, as a speaker, my thing is that I don't care about the fame as long as I can touch somebody else and they can find healing through my pain, right? If
Right.
if what I'm doing is helping somebody else realize, like, look, oh, I can do it too. Like, I don't have to waddle in my mess. I don't have to stay where they want me to stay, right?
Hmm.
I don't have to just lie in my vomit. I can literally vomit that stuff out, release that trauma, and carry on for the people that love me. So that's with every breath in my body, Furman. That's my ultimate goal. Is just to be a person of motivation, man. Just be an inspiration and just inspire people to be great. So yeah.
That's what's up. And I know we got some questions too in the comment section. Big shout out to Anita, of course, in the comment section.
Hey
She said,
Anita.
Mr. You, what's your advice to men who don't feel empowered but have gifts like you do?
Man, find your tribe, brother. Find your tribe. I think that's one of the most powerful things that I think that really has helped me get over those curves, because at one point I was that too. I felt I felt like I had no power. I felt like I had no voice. I feel like people didn't see me. I felt like I really didn't. I hadn't tapped into my gifts yet. I was climbing. I was searching for them. I was desiring them, but I hadn't reached it yet. But I found so much. I don't even know the word, man. I found so much power in just connecting with my tribe. And it's crazy because it's like just hearing myself say that, it's like I went through a few tribes. Like I dabbled in a few networks, you know what I'm saying? And I had to keep adjusting. You know what I'm saying? Like I might be in one network and I come to find out they misusing me and they taking advantage of me, or they not loyal. So I gotta get rid of them, and I gotta find me a new network, a new tribe. You know, so build me a new circle, right? So I went through a lot of that, man. I'm one of those type of people. I'm not afraid to start over. You know, I'm willing to, to take my losses. Hey, look, hey, life ain't over. You know what I'm saying? I'm still breathing. I'm still kicking. God still got a purpose for me, and I'm gonna keep pumping. So that's one of the that's probably the biggest thing that I can suggest to any of my men. Find your circle of influence, man. Find people that love on you. Find people that lift you up and support you and just back you up. Find those people that tell you that you can. You know,
Man,
so yeah, find your tribe, man. Love on them just as much as they love you. Show up for the people that show up for you, and
man, that's
you'll
what's
you'll
up.
you'll start to see things really change in your life. Really find your relationship with God, man. Seek His face, man. I'm telling you, it ain't no way. You're not even gonna find your circle because you ain't even gonna know who you are until you get that relationship with God. And once you get that relationship with God, He'll start to reveal to you your assignments and who you are in Him. And then once you start to get those downloads, right, you'll become like this magnet. You already a magnet, you know what I'm saying? But you in the wrong frequency, right? So
Mm.
you're attracting all of this stuff that you like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? But I think once we really like find deliverance from those traumas, and we start to eat right and start to do things that really build us up from within, we can know who we are on the outside, and God will reveal that to us. And just cling to those people that cling to you, man, and just ride each other to the top.
And that's it. I also got another question in the comments. It's on the YouTube side.
Mhm.
Do you do therapy? Because my ask the question, are you still in therapy? Do you do therapy or that's in the
No,
question?
I don't do therapy. I have some really close mentors. I have some business coaches. I have some people that's just close to me that I'm able to reach out to on a daily basis. I have some guys that's in the community. I have some fellas in my network where so we get together and we talk. I produce, like Furman know this, I produce men and youth empowerment events like left and right. So I'm always putting myself in that circumference, or putting myself in those rooms where I can talk. I can speak on these things. I can be vulnerable. Like I've spoken at children advocacy programs. I've spoken at summer school programs. I've spoken at colleges. All these different platforms that you know that what people, these are their profession, right? So not only am I able to pour into them, they're able to pour into me, and those things always lead to the next thing. So that's how I know God is definitely directing my path, because of just the harmony and the love that I'm getting on this journey since I really just started opening up and telling my story. So I when I was in foster care, I did go to therapy a lot. And I remember my therapist, Miss Dr. Holloway. Yeah, I remember him. I remember him in Montgomery, Alabama, and I remember going to those sessions. I remember all those things that he used to ask me, and it was crazy because at the time, he used to ask me things that I'd be like, "Why is this man asking me this stuff?" But you know what I'm saying? Now I can even remember. I can remember those questions. I can remember him like lying back on his couch, and he telling me to stare up to the ceiling and focus on one spot in that ceiling. And that's why I learned meditation.
Okay.
That's where I learned how to focus on setting goals and just overturning negatives, because I think that's what the majority of my life has been, overturning negatives. You know what I'm saying? That is a power in its own, you know what I'm saying? And just overcoming what other people's doubt on my life. You know, so other people, you'll get that on your road to success. You'll meet people along the way that'll tell you that you won't succeed, or you'll never amount to nothing, or you're a failure, and all this stuff. You're gonna that's stuff in real life, because it's crazy, because I thought it was like stuff that you only saw on TV, but it really be adults, like even telling kids that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
True.
you're like, just because you like a little troublemaker now, and then 9 times out of 10 is because they're misunderstood, right?
Yeah,
Most kids are misunderstood. Most kids don't have a voice. Most kids, if they talk back to an adult, the adult don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? But 9 times out of 10, that kid is misunderstood. So that's why I enjoy also about being an advocate for foster care, because it allows me to be a voice, powerful voice at this point. You know, in that arena. Not to say I'm making it okay for kids to misbehave, but it allows me to go into a lot of these caseworkers and a lot of these foster parents and a lot of these people that are in these positions of work, because 9 times out of 10 they never lived it, Furman. They probably went to school or put in the application to do what they do, but they didn't live it, right? So I lived it. I was actually in it. And it's such an amazing power to be able to stand up in front of these people and speak without even having to rehearse anything. Like literally, sometimes I take people with me so they can witness it, because I know that it's God speaking through me, but I be wanting other people to like, look, see this, like, look, watch when I go up there and watch how God just you know what I'm saying? So it's an amazing thing to have this gift and this purpose and this anointing on my life to be able to get up and do those things and make an impact for sure, without even having to practice or rehearse or go over no lines or remember some script, because I lived it. It's my real life, right? So I'm probably more excited about this part of my life than I was about the fashion industry stuff, because man, the stuff that I'm witnessing, the downloads, the deliverance, the confirmations from God, like the air and everything around me, God is like sending confirmation, like, yes, this is what I got you doing, right? I don't need to be convinced about it no more, because it's been so many different confirmations for me. I know you've seen it. We connected on social media, bro. You seeing this stuff, bro.
Yeah.
And I can guarantee you it's not just me. It's definitely a higher power. It's definitely Yah doing his thing, bro. So I'm just glad that he continues to use me, bro. I'm just so excited right now. My heart is beating fast, but I'm loving this journey, bro.
Yeah, I'm proud of you too, man. I really am. And also, for going further, the second question is: did writing your book have a part of your healing journey?
What was that? Did you write? Did writing your book have a part of? Exactly. That's what I said earlier. And like I said, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that you can find so much healing in writing. And like I said, it wasn't just the physical writing. Let me break this down for you guys. It wasn't just the physical writing that brought the healing. If anything, it probably made my hand hurt a little bit more, because I'm not the typer. But what I did was I actually wrote down in a pad. I had a pad and I wrote things out before I even typed it, right?
Okay.
So it wasn't that part. It wasn't the writing or it wasn't the typing part that brought the healing. It was the revisiting. It was the revisiting those moments to even write about them because I had to face them. I had to go back and I had to go back into those dark moments. I had to revisit those dark moments that I hated the most, right? To
Right.
write about it, to be able to draw these pictures in you guys' mind, for you guys to feel the effect of what was being said. And just the whole mental aspect of it, just formatting it, right? Like knowing what to write, when to write certain paragraphs in a certain order so people can actually get the process right. And I didn't want to harp too much on the actual incidents itself. I wanted to
Yeah.
focus more on how I was able to make it out of that and how I shifted my mindset, how I was able to make choices, how I was able to see what I saw, but realize like, ooh, man, that's not what I want for my life. I don't. It's like even though I'm in this and I'm witnessing it, the devastation of it. How can I not become that? Right. So it's this strong choice because of 9 times out of 10, most people they become a victim of their environment. They become victims of their surrounding. Right. And
Mhm.
so I'm witnessing my dad and I'm witnessing this stuff and I'm like I could become that because that's my dad. Most kids want to, like, I look at my kid, they want to be like me. They want to be like what they see. But that part of my dad and what my parents were going, I didn't want that part. And as a kid, do you know how hard it is to redirect those choices? Right? So now as an adult, I look at like my whole transition of being in foster care. That's probably the best thing that could have happened to me, man. Because by the state coming in and taking us, that allowed me to see a whole different life. It allowed me to see households that was organized. It allowed me to see other sides of town where people were doing well, right? Coming from where I'm from, like,
Yeah.
yeah, bro, I'm not even trying to win y'all over. I don't care. But that's really my story. Like, we grew up in the sticks, bro. We Section 8 housing, food stamps, the mac and cheese, the thick block of cheese. They joke about this stuff on these comic shows, but bro, I really lived that. Like that, my mom was really that stressed. My mom was really, we were really struggling that hard, you know. But when the state came in and took us, bro, I fought it for a minute. I fought well for longer than a minute. I'm not gonna suppress what I fought it for a long time because I didn't understand. All I knew was like my parents, and that's that's where I thought I should be. But being able to experience those different homes and these people taught me organized. They taught me how to be organized. They taught me so
Okay.
many things that I feel like my mom probably couldn't teach me at the time, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so I just learned how to embrace all of that, bro. So here I am today, feeling like and knowing that I'm a better person. I have this compassionate bone. I'm able to have this empathy for other people and feel their pain. And like I go into these rooms where I just feel the audience before I even get up there and start talking. Feel I can feel because of what I've been through. Because of what I've been through, Furman, that allows me to feel. And that's the greatest thing to me is being able to feel for other people, like to be able to meet people where they are and to be able to offer them like, look, I was where you are now and it's a way out, right? That's
Right.
the greatest feeling of all, bro.
Man, that's what's up right there. I also want to give a big shout out to Bishop Thomas from Sanctified Army Ministries. I had him on the show a few years ago out of California. He said totally extraordinary. So big shout out to Bishop Thomas on the
Thank you.
West Coast. Also big shout out to our brother in the comments as well, Mr. Rise Elevate himself. He said, Carl, he said, I have witnessed all of that. It's true. The gift is real. So that he said in the comments,
Right.
big shout out to Carl as well. Also, man, big shout out to whoever we got. Miss B in the comment section. She said, beautiful. I won't
Hey,
push
Miss
nobody's
Carla.
name. Yeah, I won't push nobody's
Like
name.
I
So
was pushing somebody's name too.
yeah, so that's why I say. But like I said, man, you're doing extraordinary things. I see you change your look too. Also,
Yeah,
what made
I
you
feel like
change
it
your
was
look?
time. I feel like it was time. Because a lot of people know I had my locks. I had been growing my locks for a long time, bro. And a lot of pictures. I guess I didn't realize how many pictures I had out there with that look. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Professional pictures too, because from a lot of stuff that I do a lot of my pictures
Yeah.
be professional photo shoots. And man, it was just like a revelation. I just felt like it's time for something fresh, something new, something where I can just get up and go, something that allows me to be more mobile, because with the locks I had to do a lot of maintenance and all of those things. So God just be speaking to me, bro. I do a lot of meditation, I do a lot of fasting, and I do a lot of seeking his face, man. I get to myself and I tell, like, God, speak to me, like, reveal to me what's next. Like, and it's crazy because I be so enthusiastic about it. I don't be just in this rut asking God to pour into me. I be excited about, like, God, what's next? I've
Mm-hmm.
seen what you've done already. Like, let's go. Right. So when he speaks to me and he tells me to do something, bro, I'm still human, so I might think about it for a second, but sometimes I feel like I don't have no choice, man. I done came this far. I know I'm not my hair, right? I'm not my hair. It's so much more to me than just my look. And I think that's one of the things I've been running for a majority of my life, because a lot of people was attracting me when I was younger, according to my look. Like, oh, my name was Mr. U then. It was Drake, or people call it, uh, say my first name, but people always just complimented me on my look, like, my eyes or my nose or my lips or something or whatever. But I just wanted people to know I'm more than that. I'm a genius, right? I'm a mastermind, right? I'm a
Mm-hmm.
son of God, right? I'm a
Right.
powerful person, right? So no matter what my hair looks like, don't worry, I ain't cut my beard off though. They ain't gotta worry about that. But no matter what I look like, man, I feel like I'm on a greater mission, right? I recall this story when I was younger. I was attending this church for the first time, and I don't know. My sister my oldest sister on my dad's side, she witnessed this actual happening, because she the one who invited me to the church. I went to the church the first time, and the pastor invited me up on the pulpit and to the pulpit, and he asked me to pray for the whole church, the whole congregation. And then it's like I froze up, bro. And a lot of people noticed that I was introverted like crazy when I was younger. I was super shy when it was time to get in front of people. And the pastor prophesied to me then. He was like, "Do you know that you're destined? You're called to be a pastor?" And I told him no, right? So we was up there for altar prayer, right? And I'm sitting here, I'm praying. He coming down the line of touching people and everything. He gets to me, and God is my witness. The whole church got quiet. And I heard this voice say to me, "You think I care about that shirt?" Right? That's the voice I heard. And the next thing I felt, he touched me and I just fell out. And I was on, and so I'm on this floor and I'm crying. I'm just apologizing. I'm just, God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Right? Because realizing that my focus was wrong. Like, God doesn't care about that worldly stuff. He don't care about no clothes. He don't care about your haircut. He don't care about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, your purpose is greater, right? So me being an image consultant, me being a fashion stylist in the industry, bro, I've always had some type of funky look anyway. Like, my haircuts always been different. Like, I always, God just put that in me. I always stand out. I always be different. Like, people know me. I always got on the sunglasses. There's people to this day, they never seen my eyes, but it's not no bad thing. That's just a part of my image. That's just a part of who Mr. U is, and a lot of people embrace it. And I'm just a cool guy. Like, for the most part, I'm laid back, and but I keep it moving though. You know what I'm saying? So um, I love it. I love my new look. I done got some. You know what I'm saying? I done got some compliments on it, and people tell me they like the new look. But some people that got so used to me with the locks that I feel like they had their time. I might grow them back sometime in the future or whatnot, but I'm happy where I'm at right now.
Man, that's what's up right there. So for this time, it's like you had to go back. I know you Mr. You, and everybody knew you as Mr. You.
Mm.
So it's like you had to go back to that young boy,
Yeah,
Rodriguez.
yeah,
So he could be healed,
yeah. But check
restored,
that out. Check that out. You just
fulfilled.
said that's a powerful thing. You just said I had to go back to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go backwards to move forward. I had to heal from the past in order for me to elevate even more. Because God, He already elevated. He already adopted me into the
Right,
family. He already adopted me into the kingdom. So I'm
right.
already one of His. I'm already chosen. I'm already anointed. I already have it in me, Furman. You know what I'm saying? But I had to, in order for me to continue to elevate and go in the rooms that I need to go, I had to face it. I had to start talking about it, right?
Yeah. And that's what I look at as you was talking, you that made me think about okay, going back to Rodriguez, the young boy from Alabama, to rescue, restore him, so to bring him up to part what Mr. U is that. If that makes sense,
That yoke,
just
that yoke. That's all I heard when you said. That's all I could hear was the yoke, breaking that yoke of being bound to who we used to be. Like even though I think it ultimately is who we are, but that's a part of me that has shed it away, right? That's a
mhm,
part of this. That's a part of the skin that shed it away. But we hold on to it. We hold on to it and we beat ourselves up about it. We allow it to drag us down. We allow it to be a burden. We allow it, and it. God says, give Him those weights. Give Him those burdens. You right? And that's
yeah,
what I love about God because not only is nothing too big, nothing is too small for Him either.
that's it. That's
Right?
true.
So that's where you gotta see. That's all of these things that you hear me saying now. These are the things that I got from facing those things. I've come to realize so many different awakenings, bro, from facing those things that I didn't want to talk about, having those hard conversations with self, right? So
That's
it's a
it.
journey though. It's a journey though. I don't for a certain part of me feel like we're never completely healed. It's a journey of getting healed and finding deliverance, but it's a journey, man. And it's much longer of a journey than I think some people realize, right?
Yeah.
But you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, you got to start somewhere, and I know you're doing a lot of engagements, of course, a lot of speaking engagements, and I know you got a lot of events coming up. So, what's the next event coming up where one can catch you at, and all the great stuff you're
Yes.
doing?
Oh man, y'all gotta come out and check out the Arlington Merchant Mix. My partner Keisha Sanchez and I have conjured up this amazing event that we do every other month. And this month is a month for the Merchant Mix, and we're doing a masquerade concept, correct? And it's also my co-producer's birthday, Keisha's birthday. We're going to be celebrating September the 14th at the Arlington Merchant Mix. It's going to be at the Gold Bar on 79 in Arlington. It's right off the freeway, right off the exit. You can't miss it. And of course, I'll be hosting it, so I'll be on the mic, keeping y'all in step, keeping y'all live, keeping y'all moving and grooving. Y'all know how Mr.
Mm-hmm.
You do, right? So y'all definitely come out. We're gonna have building full of vendors. We're gonna have Stephen Orphis. He's gonna be our guest speaker. Mary Harper. I'm on her board. I'm the PR on her nonprofit board. Her Pay It Forward projects. Which is a nonprofit. She does a lot in the community. She's going to be one of our guest speakers, and Keisha and we do these community impact awards. So we got some honorees that we're going to be recognizing for their contributions and the impact that they're making in the community. So you guys definitely come check us out. We got food, we got refreshments. It's always a great time. You guys go to my Facebook, y'all go follow Keisha Sanchez, check out her Facebook, and you guys can see some of the reels and some of the videos that we've done from the past merchant mixes. It's just a vibe. It's always a vibe. It's family friendly. It's free entry. It's for the community, right? So that's what we're doing. And that's what I was talking about earlier, like finding your tribe, finding those people that lift you up, right? And ever since I met Keisha, Furman, you know this. Ever since I met Keisha, bro, we have been the dynamic duo when it comes to doing events in the DFW. We've been really, really like driving it home, just really out in the community. Well, I'm probably more out in the community than Keisha does, because Keisha, I know she works, but I'm full-time entrepreneurship. Grateful to God that He allows me to, be able to
Yeah.
move around during the day and connect the dots and build relationships with people on different parts of the city and just, bring everybody together. So it's just working out. So you guys definitely come out and check out the Arlington Merchant Mix, September the 14th. That's a Saturday. Bring the family, bring the kids, bring the hubby, bring the wife, bring the grandparents. Y'all come out, take some pictures with your boy. They know Furman, I love taking pictures. You know what I'm saying? I love speaking life into people. 9 times out of 10, if you bump into me, I'm not gonna turn around and mean mug you. I'm gonna turn around and speak something into your life.
Oh,
Right?
shit.
That's just how Mr. U roll. And the people that know, hey, if you know, you know. But just come out and have fun, man. We got vendors, shop till you drop. Get you something to eat. Just come and kick it with us. And just have fun, have a good time.
And that's what's up. Also, man, we'll give a big shout out to Frederick Russell III
Big
in the
Fred, what's
comments.
up, bro?
He said, I had him on the show. Him and his group was on the show last night. He said, Mr. U, a jack of all trades. I don't want to forget about him. I had to acknowledge him.
Yes.
So big shout out to Frederick Russell III
Yes.
in the
I've had
comments.
a chance to work with Fred too, man. This guy, when I'm telling you somebody that's passionate about what they do behind that camera, that guy, he's passionate, bro. I love his work ethic. I just love his entire being. Like, every time you see him, he's always smiling. He's always just a positive energy, man. So I love guys like that. I literally they know guys like that. They inspire me. I've probably been doing this a little bit longer than him. I probably moved around a little bit. A lot of these guys, but these guys need to know, man. They inspire me to like see what they doing and see the love they have for it. These guys really inspire me to keep going. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be looking forward to collaborating with them and just rubbing shoulders with them, man, because we need each other, bro. You just never know what to unfold from just being in harmony with somebody, right? We don't have to compete, we don't have to fight, we don't have to down talk each other like a lot of us do in our culture. I don't know where it comes from. Well, I do know where it comes from, but we do not have to be like that, bro. We can
You right.
lift each other up and just be more powerful together.
Hey, that's what it's all about. Like I said, man, I had him on the show. I had him, Leon, and help me out. I had Leon, Frederick, and I've got the other
It was like 3 or 4 of them, right?
It was 3 of them and stuff like. But big shout out to them boys. Big shout out to them boys.
Shout out to them boys.
They doing great things. Man, let me ask you this: next year, you're gonna be the big 4-0. Next year.
God. Urban,
so you will be considered an OG in the game. So
bro, y'all see the gray hairs coming in, man. It's crazy.
So what's the plan when you turn the big 4-0? What's
man? My greatest wish, Furman, my greatest desire, turning 40, bro. I want to have this location that's a safe space, right? I don't know if it's supposed to be a church or some type of facility or some type of shelter. I don't know I don't know, but I see that in my future, and I'm praying, I'm fasting, man, and I'm asking God for it. But I want this location, bro, that's multi-purpose, right? Because I do the fashion styling, I do the photography, I produce events, and I'm just loving praising God, bro. So I really want this space where people can come and they just feel safe. They feel no judgment zone. They feel like they can come and just get resources. They can come and get something to eat. They can come and just let their hearts be filled, bro. My heart is just so full from all he's done for me. And I just want to just give it back. I just want to give it back. And the best way that I know how, the best way that I can. Because I'm just meeting a lot of people, Furman, a lot of people they hurting, bro. A
Yeah,
lot of people are hurting. A lot of people are stressed out. A lot of people, I mean, and it's really just day to day stuff for a lot of people. They just stressed out. They barely making ends meet, and bro, it's just I just feel it. I just feel it, right? So yeah,
it's real. I mean,
it's
it's
real.
real.
It's really
It's
real.
real.
So,
I mean, it's real. The thing that people are going through, experiencing, and all of the great. I mean, I don't say the great stuff, but just when you hear people's stories, the things they going
yeah,
through, the things they dealing with, you know, you be like, man, I didn't know you went through that. I didn't know you were going
right,
through that
exactly.
until
Yeah,
they open their mouth
right.
and stuff like that. I'm gonna ask you. I know you mentioned your biological parents, of course, your
Yeah.
father. Do y'all have a relationship this day, or how's that going?
Man, unfortunately, we don't. Unfortunately, we don't. And it's crazy because, bro, I got stories for days. I was able to connect with this prison entrepreneurship program. Shout out to my boy Mike. He's awesome. I think Mike Anderson. He's on Facebook, but I had a chance to connect with him. Man, this guy like brothers now. We like best friends. We talk almost every other day, if not every day. And I was telling him why that prison ministry and me having the opportunity to go inside these prisons and not only share my book, but just share my story with these guys because I feel like I know why a lot of them there. But at the same time, even just that, my dad did 16 years, and that took him out of my life, right? So I know the effect that it has. It's taking our men from their families and their kids, and it's becoming this whole generational thing where it affects for the long run,
Yeah, it
right?
does.
Like, so um, I don't have a relationship with my dad right now, right? It's been times where in the past where we had opportunities to get close. Like I probably went back home to visit, or he somehow he'll get on Facebook or whatever. He'll like some of my stuff, or he'll just express how proud of me that he is. And I don't take any of that for granted. Like I love my dad, I love my mom, like with my entire being. Because if it wasn't me passing through them, I wouldn't be here, right?
Right.
Um, so I don't know. I just feel like, and that's one of the reasons why I go so hard at what I do, because I want to bring my family closer. Right? I've been gone from home so long, and I don't really talk to any of my siblings. We're not really close at all. So I really just go hard in my mind, thinking like that my success will somehow, bring us closer, or some type of door open, or some type of access of resources, or just help us realize, like, hey, look, we're powerful together. Like if we can just overcome the things that we went through as children that divided us and just come together before we die and get out of here, that'll
That's it,
be a true dream come true of mine.
man. That's what's up right there. I was looking at a poll the other day, and it's something I shared on my page. Um, it said by 2030, by 2030, it said
Whew.
45% of women are predicted to be single and childless.
Wow.
And made me think about, and I shared to this with somebody. I said, if you look at the prison rate, it's more men being incarcerated than ever, or they living alternative lifestyles now.
Right. And I don't even think it's that, because I'm awoke, right? I made a post on Facebook not too long ago. It's like I'm not just living, I'm alive, right?
Hmm.
And by saying that, I mean I'm conscious. It's like I'm not going to beat my brothers up, because it's not always their fault why they're caught in that, because it's an agenda. It's a part of
Hmm.
a system,
Oh yeah,
right?
it is. It is.
Right. So so them guys being in there, and that's a part of the system to take the black man out of the household,
Oh, it is.
right?
Most definitely.
That's the whole agenda with the whole welfare thing and everything, you know, to keep the man out of the home, right? So it's a whole bigger picture, right? So I think the ones of us that have the access, that have the resources, we, like I said in the beginning of this podcast, we have to get to a place where we can be more bold with our approach.
Right.
right? And being able to overturn a lot of these things that we was programmed to believe. That's the only way we can re-heal or refill ourselves with the truth, right?
That's it.
We've been living this lie. People, they've been lying to us for years, bro. And I'm talking about they so strategic and organized and detailed with the lies, right? So once those of us who are reveal the truth, and I'm one of them. Furman, you're one of them. I
Yeah.
know the truth, right? But it's just reprogramming the masses because the lies are more than the truth, right?
Yeah. It
So
is.
get to those people so we can like start reaching those prisons and start reaching these people that's in these places where they're deemed as failures. You know what I'm saying? So, the job is mighty, bro. But
It
the
is.
God that I serve, bro, the stuff, man, look, I'm patiently waiting for the breakthrough to really happen, right? Because I know I've met some guys just within the last couple of weeks, last couple of months. God is raising up a
Oh
new
yeah.
breed,
He
bro.
is.
And if you don't know, you behind
He is.
because he ain't playing. Bro, and I want to say this before we get off here, bro. The prophecy is real.
Mm-hmm.
The prophecy is real, and if you know, you know. I don't want to go too much into it because I know that ain't what the topic of the thing is about. But Furman, the prophecy is real. What he
Oh
said,
yeah.
it's in there. He said it. It's
It
real.
is.
It's whether or not you're quieting the noise enough so you can hear his directions and what's being done, bro. But it's happening.
Oh yeah, it's a change of the guard. It's a change of the atmosphere. Most definitely, it's a change of the atmosphere and the guard. And if people don't realize it, that's what it's all about: the kingdom, spreading the kingdom, spreading the message of the kingdom. And when I brought that up, that if people, especially about my Bible scholars out there, if y'all read in the book of Exodus,
Oh my God,
Pharaoh,
bro, why you gonna go to Exodus on him? Let's go.
Pharaoh,
Let's
Pharaoh
go.
wanted to take out every male child. So if a male
Mm,
child was born, kill the male child, let the daughter live.
yeah,
That's going on today, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah.
If, like
Oh
you
yeah,
said, if you take the man out the equation,
yeah,
what's gonna happen? Chaos
yeah,
is gonna happen.
yeah, yeah. It's not even just taking bro. It's deep though. Look, it's not even just taking the male out of the household. It's actually stripping us of our masculinity.
Oh yeah, it is.
Look
It
at what's
is.
going on, bro.
It
You know what
is.
I'm saying? So it's a deeper essence. It's a deeper sense. But I mean, man, we just gotta wake up, bro. We gotta wake up. We gotta stop letting this nonsense distract us. There's a lot of distraction going on, and I
Yeah.
think a lot of us falling short to it because we don't know any better. So
Yeah.
it's not a fault. It's nobody's fault. It's nothing for you to beat yourself up about because beating yourself up is only going to draw more negative. You just
Right.
have to, you know, being able when you I don't know, man. You just got to be able to grasp to the truth, man. This desire to know the truth, desire to know the truth. It has to be something inside of you that clicks. Like, hey, man, this something just don't sound right with some of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
bro, do
true.
your research on some of this stuff. Just stop going up in these houses and these buildings and letting these people tell y'all anything, and y'all just go home and just believe it.
I agree.
Pick the
I
book
agree.
up and read it yourself, man.
So what it is,
Some of the stuff I be hearing, bro, because I be going up in there, I be conscious, right? And some of the stuff I be hearing, I be
is a
like, bro,
code.
how do some of these people just fall for this stuff? How do you just believe some of it? It's like it's clearly in the book
It's a
itself.
code.
Man, it's crazy.
It become a cult following now. That's what it is. It become a cult following. That's what it is. Big shout out to who we got. Crystal. She said, Mr.
Crystal,
You.
girl, what's
Hey
good?
y'all.
I ain't talked to Crystal in a minute,
Share
girl. I hope you're all
in the
right.
comment section as well. Also, but that's what it is. Like you said, stripping the man, stripping him of his identity,
Stripping him
stripping him
of his identity, stripping
of his
him of his
masculinity.
power,
And think
stripping
about
him
what
of his, and it's crazy because they do it in the food, but they do it so strategically, Furman.
mm-hmm.
They doing all of these things to keep us from our power, right?
Oh yeah,
We as a nation, we
true.
have to wake up, right? We got to stop fighting against ourselves. We already fighting against principalities and demons and all this stuff, and
True.
we fighting against ourselves, and we are the chosen ones, and they know that.
Oh yeah, they do. They do. They do, and then and give the big shout out to the women, because the women will tell you they know the man is supposed to lead. You got women today. I don't care. A lot of people say, "Oh, man, them young girls." Yeah, I'm telling you, I talk to 20-year-old girls, and they would tell you that's their man job to lead.
Yeah.
These are 20 years some yo. So I don't hear what the sisters say. Some all them young girls don't get it. Yeah, they do. They would tell you. I know it's the man role to lead.
Yeah, and I think a lot of women, they've become so independent because I think a generation of us, we have failed them, and so I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say we haven't, but we failed them to a sense because I think, and I had the opportunity to speak on this Black Empowerment panel. Shout out to Amber Morgan with our Sisterhood Foundation. I had a chance to speak on that panel, and I felt like, if what we're doing, like if men, we're supposed to be the leaders, right?
Yeah.
That's understood. So I feel like if we're not developing and building more leaders in the community to do what we do, we're failing, right?
Right.
If we're not building more leaders in the community and teaching them how to duplicate what we're doing as leaders, we're failing, bro.
Right.
Right. So, I think a big body of women, they want leaders. They want us to lead them. But it's like at the end of the day, like we talked about earlier, what are we leading these people to?
And to learn how to lead ourselves.
Yeah.
That's why the scripture tells us.
How can you heal somebody you still hurting yourself?
Right. Like you broke, I'm broke. Two broke people can't do anything for each other.
Right. You just gonna bump heads, and you know what happens with that.
And that's it. But I know the scripture tells us, big shout out to Daniel Sullivan I had on the show this past Saturday, great brother out of my hometown of Mobile. Of course, he's from Alabama as well.
Oh, that's what's up.
But he's in Memphis. But he's in Memphis now. But he said, my people, like he said, the scripture says, my people are destroyed for what? The lack of knowledge.
The lack of knowledge.
So it's like, this is what happened. We've been destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
All right.
And he brought that up. That's the interesting point, that we have been destroyed by lack of knowledge.
Right. And I think that also, when I hear you say that, Furman, that makes me think about what they talk about Christ coming back. I think a lot of people are looking for like this physical being to come back.
Yeah. True.
And it's really it's the consciousness that's going to come back. It's the realization of who we are that's going to come back. Right? It's the further development of the kingdom that's coming. Right?
Right.
And knowledge will help us get there. Right? Like I receive these downloads all the time, man. I receive like these visions and these it's crazy when you just open your heart up. And it's crazy because that's the gate. That's the gate, Furman. The heart from within. You have to open your heart from within. You got to unlock it from within to let God in, right? And that's where the downloads and the visions and the direction and the anointing, all these other superpowers come in.
It does. I'd also go in further. Big shout out to my sister from out of Miami. We used to do a show back when I was in Mobile. She said, big shout out to her. She said, Satan truly has many men trapped in his lies. We definitely need more leaders. That was Nancy said in the comments. Said, big shout out to her. We used to do the show.
What we need, bro. It's a fact.
Back at home.
And that's crazy because it's like I'm learning to speak from the heart, right? So it's like I say things, and it's not me, right? It's not me saying it, bro. This is not stuff that I'm making up.
Right.
These are facts on what we need, bro. We need to be building. That's why I do these men empowerment events. That's why I go to these schools and speak to kids, because it's another society of people who are getting to these kids and these young adults, y'all, and they are lying to these folks.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's why.
Who is going to be the leaders that's teaching them the truth?
Yeah, because right? I work in the system, and I see how the system is set up. It's a money making system. It's a money making system.
Oh yeah.
It keeps these guys coming. They're in, and I see the money making off these things. They have. I see it. I'm just gonna leave it like that.
But that's. I mean, if you just look at I'm probably too woke for some folk. I might say some stuff to some folk, but that's the whole reason why that whole money thing was made. To
Yeah.
control us, to
Willie
control
Lynch.
folk. If you look at the money itself, you see the symbols. All of that stuff means stuff. All of those
Mm-hmm.
symbols and drawings and stuff that's on those dollar bills and the money and stuff. All of that stuff is part of an agenda. Wake up, folk. Wake up, y'all.
Yeah, you got to. We got to. I know we pressed for time, and I know you're a very productive man and
Man,
stuff
I
like
can go
that.
though. We can go all night, Doc.
Yeah,
I
I
love
know,
it.
right? So before we get ready to leave the air, do you have any final remarks, any words of wisdom, any sound advice that you want to give to someone who inspired to be an artist, just in life, period? Because here on the show, we want to empower people, want to impact people with guests like you who drop gems, who drop nuggets, that when they hear something, you know what he said, man, made me change my life. Go
All
ahead.
right. Bro, I'm gonna hit them what I always hit them with. Don't be afraid of the hard stuff. Don't be afraid of the hard conversations. Don't be afraid of revisiting those dark moments. It's a diamond that's hiding within facing those hard things. It's deliverance in it. Don't let nobody else tell you otherwise. Don't ever think that um, you're not worthy. Right? Know that you are loved, and that's the only way. Love and hate can't exist in the same place. Light and darkness can't exist at the same time. Love is the only way. And I need for you guys to know that you are loved. You know what I'm saying? Like for a long time, man, I thought I was out here alone until I came across this scripture. Somebody told me that God will adopt you into the kingdom. And
Mm-hmm.
I find so much strength and power in that to know that I have a covering. I know that I'm loved. I know that I'm worthy. And so are you. I'm not doing anything that you guys can do, but you have to make up your mind to want better for yourself. I had a guy send me a message just yesterday, man, and it almost brought me to tears. And he sent it through voice message. I'm gonna play it real quick, just so you guys can. It's not long at all, but this guy that I knew in Detroit, he said he I seen your journey, and I seen some of
Was
the
that
things, the
me
ups
or
and
that
the
you?
downs. And I'm just playing real quick. Hey man,
All
I'm
right.
this again to you. I'm so proud of you, man. I'm so proud of you. I just think it's important for black brothers to make sure we let the other brothers know, especially when we see them pushing, right, going for their goals, reaching their goals, right, that they're doing an amazing job, man. So I love you, man. You are a great example to all of us. I just needed you to know that. I've seen your transition. I've seen the work you put in. I've seen your ups and downs that you've shared. I've seen all the accomplishments, the collaborations you've been doing, and I just want to encourage you, man, to keep being great. I don't have to tell you that. You're gonna do that anyway, but I just want to send that love and encouragement to you, man, that you are doing an amazing job. You heard it?
I heard it. Let me
Yeah,
ask you that.
man,
You when you
that's
get
heavy right there.
when you got that message, what went through your mind at that time when you received that voicemail?
I just felt it in my spirit. I mean, I feel like I want to tear up right now because it just made man, it just made me remember the journey, bro. It made me remember all of the things, man, all of the things I've been through. It just made me, and for him, like I haven't talked to this guy in years, and it's like they don't always have to like your stuff on social media, y'all. These people see you,
They do. They do.
right? And for him to leave me that, bro, it just made me realize. It just made me realize, and it was confirmation for me that everything that I've been through, bro, it wasn't for me. It was for people like him. It was for the other men that comes to the events that I do. It's for the other business owners. It's for the other entrepreneurs that sometimes feel like giving up. It's for that child that's in foster care right now that feels like he isn't being heard. He feels like he's misunderstood. It's for them, man. You know, so when I get messages like that, bro, it touches me and it just empowers me to keep going. It increases my boldness, right? Because that's what it takes now. It's time out for the cushion and the soft stuff. We got to be more bold and more confident and walk in it.
Yeah, most definitely. We gotta do that. And like I said, man, I love you. I appreciate you. I give you a cigar. I'm saying this. I said this on the show last night. I know people always talking about flowers. No, we get the ladies their flowers, the guys
Yeah, we get to do
cigars.
this.
So
Yeah,
I'm giving you his cigar, man. Keep it. I'm proud of you. I've seen the growth in you within these few years that I've been knowing you.
yeah,
Now to see how you elevate and I see how God's really working in you, um, molding you and shaping you for his
yes,
use,
yes, sir.
and keep up the great work. And I say we be back here Saturday morning here on the show. And man, if y'all are available Saturday, man, I want y'all to tune in Saturday morning. I have a guy, he's a screenwriter, and he go by screenwriter Moses. And he's gonna
Okay,
tell his journey
Moses, the
from
screenwriter. Whoa.
screenwriter. And he gonna explain his journey. He was homeless for 18 years to
Yeah, he
fulfill
got a
a
story.
lifelong inspiration. Yeah.
Yeah, he got a story for sure. Yeah.
So he's gonna be on the show this Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. So y'all need to tune in and hear his brother's story from
For
being
real. Y'all
homeless
go
for
get my
18 years.
book. Y'all go get
Also,
my
yo,
book. Y'all
plug the
haven't
book,
got
man. Plug the
Innocence
book.
Taken.
Hey,
Y'all
we've
missing
been
out.
talking about
Y'all
it. Go ahead and plug
tripping.
the book.
Y'all
Plug the
playing.
book.
The
Yeah,
book
go ahead
is
and plug the
on
book.
every platform that books are sold. Amazon, Apple Books. Go get it. Innocence Taken. You can go to these platforms, type in my name, Rondregus Underwood. Boom, it'll pop up. My co-author, Stephanie Seaton, she's amazing. Y'all will love her story as well. Y'all show us some love. We out here trying to make a difference in the neighborhood. Let's go. It's your boy, Mr. U. Hey, Furman, man. Again, thank you. You a king, bro. You out here doing your thing. You creating stages and you standing in the gap, bro. You don't even know it. You standing in the gap for a lot of people, my guy.
I
I
appreciate it.
appreciate you, man. God continue to bless this platform, bro. I'm watching you too. I might not like everything all the time, whatever. I'll be on the move, but brother, I see you. Keep doing what you doing, bro. God gonna bless it. He already is. Let's go.
Oh man, it's same to you as well, man. Like I said, I know you're a very productive man. I don't want to hold you up. I know you got stuff you gotta be doing. Of course, time is money.
Time is
And
money.
yeah, time is money. So man, hey, thank you everybody for tuning in on tonight. We thank everybody for watching us live. We live stream on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitch. Also, thank everybody who will go back watch the replay as well. And most importantly, go ahead and follow Mr. U now on all his social media
Yes.
platforms.
One more shout out, Furman. One more
Go
shout
ahead.
out. Shout
Go
out
ahead.
to
Go
my
ahead.
heart. Shout out to my Heart Prophet family. My Heart Prophet family, Stacia Renee Wright, all of the ladies, all of the gentlemen with Heart Prophet, you guys definitely come in, tune in. We're doing a new era of business. We operate with compassion and from the heart. We're birthing a new generation of leaders right in y'all face. Y'all need to come tap in, man. I'm telling you, we doing big things, man. Shout out to my Heart Prophet family. I had my first time able to host a Heart Prophet in Frisco event last night. I was a little nervous because it was my first time, and I take Heart Prophet to the heart, right? But it was great. We had an artist there that did some painting, Pete. But Stacy, man, she has built this thing grassroots from the boots up. And I'm so proud to support her because at one point I was one of those employees that the supervisors and managers didn't care nothing about, bro. You missing days, you late, or whatever. They don't care what the problem is. They getting you out of there. So, but
Oh
we're
yeah.
birthing a new era of doing business, bro. Y'all check us out. I had to shout them out real quick.
Oh man, you good. You good. Like I said, man, we know football season is here. We know college
Let's
football
go.
started, high school football, NFL starts tomorrow. So we know football
Yes.
season is here. I'm looking forward to the fall.
Bro,
I
the
know it's been
fall,
hot.
the fall is my favorite time. I love when the leaves change colors and it cools down a little bit, bro. If you ain't from Texas, bro, it get hot out here.
Yeah, it
You
does.
be
I thought
glad that
Alabama
way,
get
man.
hot. I thought Alabama hot. Man, shit, they got Alabama beat.
No, Alabama ain't nothing compared to Texas, bro. It
Nah,
get hot out here, man.
it really do.
So yeah,
But big
I'm
shout
looking
out.
forward to the fall too. I'm actually one thing that I got coming up. I already got the name and everything, but I'm gonna introduce my Bros Brunch
Okay.
this fall. I'm already talking with my family over at Saray Coffee Bar over in Trinity Grove. They have a beautiful location. They're doing beautiful things in the community. So I'm looking at introducing my Bros Brunch, which is going to be a men empowerment brunch that I'm going to do once a month for my fellas to come together. We're going to have some keynote speakers. We're going to create this safe space. We're going to have some artists come through, probably not do some gifts and raffles. I need y'all sponsors to tap in, but Bros Brunch, men empowerment, let's go this fall. Let's get it.
That's it, man. Hey guys, man, y'all step into y'all royal priesthood. Y'all king, y'all warriors, y'all made in the image of
Nothing
God.
less.
We are made in the image of God. And of course, people beat me up on this. Jesus said that we are God with a little G, so we are
With a
that.
little G.
So I don't want people
But
get
I
mad
think
at us.
what people need to understand is God and Lord, they are titles. They're
Yeah,
not his name.
as that. You're
So
right
it's not
about
that
that.
I'm saying that I'm Yah.
Yeah,
He's the Almighty God. He's the Lord of Lords. He's the God of gods.
right.
But we are gods. Y'all
Yeah,
stop. Y'all wake up, bruh. Y'all wake up.
they'll
God
beat
and
you up. You
Lord is
say that,
not his name.
but they'll beat you up. You say that. You say that, man. You can't be saying that, man. You can't be saying that.
Man,
You know,
they still asleep. They ain't woke yet. Them the ones that ain't woke yet. That's all.
yeah.
They
So
thinking they up in church talking about some God and Lord. Bro, that's not his name. Say his name. If you got a personal relationship with him, say his name.
yeah,
I'm a God. Furman, you a God too.
yeah,
In our own world. Yeah.
yeah. The Bible said it. He said it. Scripture tells us that. Christ said it.
Them
But
jokers
they never.
ain't even,
That's a whole nother. That's a whole nother
that's a whole other
episode.
show.
Yeah, but you know what? That is a whole nother show. But man, it's something about the
Whole other
identity.
show.
You learning your
Oh my
identity.
God.
You know, he tells that we the
Learn who
head and
you
not the
is, man.
tail.
Y'all better learn who y'all is, man. Y'all out here letting these people brainwash y'all and fool y'all. That's crazy. It was once me too, so I can't really
We was
judge
all
them.
there. We was all
Yeah.
there. But you know, but he matter of fact in Revelations it tells us that he made us kings and priests in our
Yeah. He said we shall rule the nations.
yeah
He said
dominion.
we
He gave
shall
us dominion.
we shall rule the nations. But you know, if you're not there yet in your own mind and realize who you are, bro, you're gonna stay slave.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But you know, it's some great things though. But it's a beautiful thing. But you know, implement more on the show. You know what I'm saying? No, big shout out to everybody who do show, but everybody been coming to the platform besides you been coming to the show. You've been saying how amazing this platform is,
Oh
and
yeah,
you
for
don't
sure.
realize this platform
Walking
changing.
his
Put
ways,
together,
baby. Walking his
yeah,
ways, baby. Hey, it ain't just a statement, baby. It's a way of life.
that's it.
It's
And
a
I'm excited
movement.
about
You
it.
gotta move your feet, boy.
That's it. Royal priesthood, kingdom. I
Yeah.
mean, Christ's message was a kingdom. You know,
Yep.
everybody else preaching everything else, but he preached nothing but the kingdom. The disciples
It
preached nothing
starts
but the
with
kingdom.
mindset though. I think that's where it really like people gotta really just and they know that. They know that. That's why they put all these stuff in place to kind of like,
Like it's out there, but it's
brainwash
on.
us and program us to think otherwise. They know how powerful the mindset is. You know what I'm saying? Like all the different chakras and all of that, bro. They know.
Yeah,
They know who we is, bro. They try to keep us from knowing it.
yeah. They
But
think it's on the outside. They built the thing, everything on the outside. Like,
But yeah, that's why I feel so compared. I got to continue doing my events. I got to get back to it. And if you
okay,
haven't noticed, I think that's what makes me more impactful because I'm
hmm
not here. I'm not out here just doing anything. I'm out here doing things that have impact.
I feel you. I
Right.
feel you.
Everything that I'm doing, even with my partners out in Frisco at the CBD store, the Natural Life. Shout out to Yemi and her husband Arthur. We've been doing the karaoke and kava nights.
Okay.
Right.
Hey, is that? I
So,
heard that's pretty healthy. The
bro, that kava, people don't even know.
I'm gonna check that out.
I told Keisha about it today. She was like, "Mr. You what?" I was like, "Keisha, you don't know what kava is?" I got to put y'all up on it.
I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna have to really
Yeah,
go check it out.
it is.
Great.
It's actually really good. It's because you guys know it's natural herbs out here that can heal us from
That's what I'm
within,
on.
and I
Right.
think that's why a lot of us are in a rut that we in because we're not happy on the inside. we're not healed on the inside, right? So
True.
it's like so we just mad and just upset and just down about stuff on the outside because we're not healed on the inside. Furman,
Mm.
do not get me to preaching on this show. I'm not doing it tonight, bro.
Well, we gotta make something happen, man. We're gonna have to make something
We
happen.
gotta make something
Really
happen.
make something. But I'd say it's football season, fall season. You
Yeah,
know,
bro, let's link up, bro. I know you out there at Arlington, bro. Let's link up, bro. We got to catch a game or something, bro.
most definitely, because it is here. Of course, you're not representing America's
I
team.
know, man. It's been a long off season, ain't it? I'm like, man, when
We'll
football
see.
season coming?
CD got his money though. Oh, I was at the store last Wednesday
Oh, bro,
and
you
went
heard
to the
about CD Lamb got his money,
yeah, he
bro.
got his. But I'm gonna
I'm
tell
sorry.
what people don't. I'm gonna put people on game. I don't think CD's contract don't start to next year. CD had 1 year left on his deal. What he
Oh,
did was he did a high sign-in bonus was 33 million. So in other words, Jerry cut
what?
him a check up front. He got 33 million plus he's getting 17 million off his last deal. So his contract don't go into next year.
Bro, you know what? I need for God to bless me. I need y'all to bless me with that type of contract, with money like that, just for speaking.
Hey,
Man,
just
them boys
imagine
get paid a lot of money from it, bro.
just
Them
for
boys
catching the
get paid a lot
ball.
of money to
Just
play
for
ball.
yeah, so just imagine somebody cut you a check right there for 33 million.
Bro, I don't know what, bro. Oh, bro, I probably faint, man. To do what I love to do, getting paid 30, 40, 50 million dollars, bro. And,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, I feel like I'm one of the people out here that's really trying to make an impact, bro. I'm
Yeah.
trying to help other folks. I need that. CD Lamb, bro, let's partner. Shout out to CD Lamb, bro. Where you at? I'll let you boy.
I know, man. I'm like,
No, for real
I was
though.
listening to Cam Newton podcast. He was talking about what that need to do. That need to do the same thing, man. Do a high sign-in bonus, keep your base salary low. He said, man, because Dak already made his money anyway.
Yeah, Dak already made his money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
So
we gonna be paying
Cam like
him, though.
shoot for 17 weeks, you get 3.2 million every week for 17 weeks. Just imagine that you get 3.2 million
Bro, what do
dollars
you do? What do
in
you
your
do?
account for
Bro, I
every
open up.
this ain't
Hey,
every 2 weeks. This ain't every once a month. I'm talking
every
about
week.
every week.
But the
Like it,
thing is, it opens your eyes up to realize, man, it's money out here like that.
yeah.
It's out here like that.
Man, let me look at man. Let me link up with Mark Cuban as a mentor, Jared. Man,
That part, bro. That's all right. You gotta
man,
get
yeah,
mental like
man,
that, bro. You gotta get lined up. I think that's what that people you gotta line it up, bro.
yeah,
It can happen for you too. You just gotta get
yeah.
a line.
Man, just imagine you have a Mark Cuban as a mentor, man. He just turning you on. You know what,
Be
man?
like,
It's a whole nother
be
broadcast.
like
I
Mark,
mean,
bro. Let me hold 20 hours to tomorrow.
hey, putting you on game. Hey,
No,
hey,
for
hey,
real.
people that's listening tonight, man. Y'all help, man. Like you said, line up, man. Line up.
Get in the
God,
line, bro. We gotta wake up, bro. Y'all
the Most
gotta
High will
wake up,
put people
bro.
in your path to bless you. I'm telling you. He said the wealth of the wicked was it the wealth of the wicked later for the just?
That's powerful though. It's right.
It's
Listen,
already
man.
laid up because he'll put people. I'm telling you, man, billionaires will put you on game. Don't
For
listen to
real.
these poor people, man. Bump poor people. Poor people ain't gonna tell you nothing. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
man.
you better
The
get away
Robert,
from him, bro. You
the
gotta get
author,
away
Rich
from him.
Dad, Poor Dad, all these folks, the Warren Buffett of the world, they will put you
Yeah.
on game. They
Yeah,
want to give you the information.
it's a way to have those guys as mentors indirectly, right? You
Yeah.
get their books. You look at them on you look them up on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You still can have these guys. You don't have to be right there with them one on one all the time for them to mentor you. You can look up their books, look up their teachings, look them up on YouTube, and just take in the stuff that these people are teaching. Right? I ain't gonna lie, I do it. YouTube University, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of valuable nuggets and stuff on there. You just gotta know how to dig. Like I tell Stacy Wright, I had this thing where I said, you gotta have a heart for this. You gotta want it.
You got to. You got to. You got to. You know, and
You just
it's
got
a
to,
big thing.
bro. I don't know. Some people, from you know it too. Some people just get settled, bro.
They do.
They get
That's why.
settled where they at. I don't know.
Hey, they do. And man, life is beautiful. It's what we make out of it, man. Well, like I said,
It
we
is.
first one when you come alive and woken, but man, they gonna have
Don't just be don't just be living. Be alive. Thrive.
to.
You know what I'm talking about?
You got to. You got to. Well, man, we want everybody to have a great night. Of course, we could go all night, but we're gonna let everybody go. We're gonna let everybody go, man. But I appreciate you, man. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and follow Mr. U right now on all his social media platforms. Support him. Keep up dates on all the things he got going on. Also booking as well. If you want to book him for events as well, that's also available. How do they go about that too as well? You for booking you for events.
I mean, if you're in the city, I can reach out to you. You can reach out to me on my social media, inbox me. I can meet up with you, get you an autograph copy. Because if you buy them off Amazon or any of those online sites, I mean, it'd be great. Like I said, you can type in the book name, Innocence Taken. You'll see my name, Stephanie name, or you can just type in my name. It'll take you straight there. But if you want an autograph copy, I have some on hand where you can reach out to me, send me a message. We can set a date, meet up, and I can get you literally an autograph copy. And my new slogan is, your life is incomplete without you. So y'all tap in with your boy, man. God is doing some miraculous things on this end.
Hey, man, most definitely, man. Y'all keep up. Also, inboxing you your email. I can send you this episode so you can have it.
Oh, bro, I got
and
it.
We
went hard on this one, baby.
Yeah, we did. So email me, and I'm gonna send you the episode. So do that. I'm gonna do that. So send me. I email it to you, man. Y'all have a great night. I'll be back here Saturday morning. Also, man, I want to give a big shout out to the Angel. They've been on the show with me lately. Big shout out to the Angel. Big shout out to Miss Sapphire out of Fort Worth as well. Them ladies been holding down with me on the show. So big shout out to the ladies. I love the ladies. I respect the ladies. I really do. They just always did it by nature. Don't put this out there. By nature, the ladies are designed to help me. They help along with the journey, man. So get a vision, fellas, man. Y'all get a vision.
Get a vision, baby. Get a vision and a plan. A vision and a plan, bro.
That's it. And also, the Most High told us, if any man lack of wisdom, let him ask. You know what I'm saying? You lack the wisdom, ask for the wisdom.
And it's not even that from it. Guess what? Stop trying to compete with everybody.
But like you said,
meant to be your partners. They meant to you could collaborate with. They meant for you to form bonds with. Y'all meant to do greater things, but you out here trying to compete with them. You out here jealous. Come on, man. We gotta get rid of these demonic spirits, bro.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I know we'll let y'all go, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate it. I got your email, so I'm gonna send the episode to it once it get done. Well, we'll do it again. Do it tongue tied. But anyway, man, we out this day, man. Y'all have a great night. Peace, everybody.
Love y'all, man. Be blessed.